got something special for you today, and it's not a delicious, fresh, organic pizza. It's a new hashtag. Thanks to Walden83 on Pinkbike, Backpack Slayer. I've been doing tons of riding videos the last couple of years, and I've almost always been wearing a backpack. So folks have been asking, Jeff, what's in your backpack? Let's get into it. What does someone carry on their back when they're trying to send every jump they can find? Let's take a look. 3 main backpacks that I'm cycling through. There's the Skyline 10 liter, which I really like for super steep trails or really jumpy trails. It holds the weight very low on your back, which means your head and a big helmet can look really far up without hitting anything. And then I also use the Kudu 10 liter, which has a ton of storage space inside. It kind of feels like you're wearing a bulletproof vest. This thing's really confidence inspiring. It's got a double sternum strap design, so when it is heavily loaded, it doesn't swing around or pull on you in any weird ways. And then there's the Camelback Mule, which is what we'll be talking about today. This is kind of a combo of these 2 packs. It has pretty good volume, it keeps the weight fairly low, and it feels solid and safe. So let's see what's in this backpack. Opinion, one of the most important things to have with you when you're mountain biking is a multi-tool. I've been carrying this Lezyne SV10 for, gosh, almost 10 years now, and it's stainless steel, so it actually looks pretty good considering a decade of use. Make sure you're carrying with you a mini pump. You don't need a huge one, just a small, high quality one. This is a Blackburn Core. It's simple, it's small, it's compact, uses an extending hose design, so it's easy to pump your tire up without ripping off your Presta-Core. Something I use all the time is actually a shock pump. So I think it's very worthwhile to carry a shock pump. Be very careful. This thing is dangerous. On my local trails back home in Santa Cruz, California, a guy actually broke his back when he fell onto this metal knob. So be sure you set this off the center line of your backpack. You can still do damage if you fall on it, but make sure it's got plenty of padding around it. If you're gonna carry a backpack, carry a spare tube and make sure you label what size it is so you can remember. It can be really handy to carry a trail saw with you. They're not that heavy, they're not that big, and they can do a lot of good. Now make sure you don't cut yourself. I honestly think these are the most important things you gotta carry with you if you're gonna wear a backpack. If you're just going to the fanny pack, those items will usually fit and they're really helpful. Now sometimes, like on a video shoot or I'm riding some really cool destination and I don't wanna have downtime, I don't wanna get stranded, I'll carry some cool other details, so let's get into them. I usually carry with me a Quick Link, either a Shimano or a SRAM. I usually end up giving these away to friends when their chains break, but they're very handy to have, and you can trust a Quick Link much more than you can trust a link that you put back together on the trail. That multi-tool is great, but it is missing a good quality spoke wrench. So I spent the $8 and got a Park Tool spoke wrench, and I just carry this thing with me. In the summertime, this isn't such a big deal, but when the temperatures start getting lower and tires get harder to pull off rims, I like to carry a pair of tire levers with me. They don't weigh much, and if you got cold thumbs, it can make the difference between hiking home and riding home. Now, I've only had to replace these on the trails a couple of times, but I make sure to carry a spare derailleur hanger with me, and the new Ibis ones come with a chainring bolt attached to them. Something I've had to learn to carry with me is a set of lights. Now, you don't need to go huge with this. Something small is a heck of a lot better than nothing. I use a Blackburn Twofer for a tail light and a Central 200 for kind of a headlight. These will not provide for a rip-roaring night ride experience, but they will get you out of the dark. Something kind of random that I carry, but probably no one else is gonna carry, are headset spacers. I have broken headset spacers more than once out in the woods, and that's a really difficult situation because you can't really ride your bike with a floppy headset. So I carry a few spare headset spacers. They help me out. You might not need these. If you're watching this video, chances are you make your own helmet cam videos. I keep a few spare GoPro batteries in my bag, labeled and ready to go. Highly recommended that you label your batteries. If you are doing some GoPro stuff, I recommend you carry 2 more things with you. One is a spare mount for your GoPro or gimbal, because if you do crash, these things can break very easily. And the second is a microfiber cloth so you can clean your lens. These will also clean your sunglass lenses too, but luckily the sunglass component compartment on the Camelbacks is entirely made of microfiber, and that's a really handy lens cleaner as well. The younger generation will not know what these are, but I use these surprisingly often. I make sure to carry a couple of toe straps with me. These things are good for a ton of things. If it's wintertime and you gotta keep an extra jacket with you, you can strap it to your backpack, to your handlebars, wherever. If you break your seat post, you break your derailleur, you can totally ghetto rig a lot of things with the toe strap. It's like a zip tie, but you can get more leverage on it. It's stronger than a zip tie, and it's easier to undo and adjust. So consider grabbing a toe strap or two. I like to carry a little bit of sunscreen with me, especially if I'm traveling to a place where the sun actually comes out. Don't forget to take with you a snack wherever you go. You never know when you're gonna get kind of bonky, or your friend's gonna get bonky, or you just get lost and you miss your lunch, so bring a snack with you. This last item, not many people will be familiar with. This is a Pan-A-Racer tubeless tire repair kit. I know the cool thing is to carry tire plugs with you. I honestly don't put small holes in my tire that could be fixed with a tire plug. If I'm gonna slice a WTB tough casing tire, it's gonna be a huge gash, and the only way to fix that is with a solid tubeless tire repair kit. I bring it with me on bike packing trips. It's helped me out a handful of times. I've glued together broken sleeping bags with this stuff. If you wanna carry it, I recommend it. All of this stuff is available at Jensen USA, and I have links in the description below to everything here. If you have any questions about what makes sense to put in your backpack or what backpack makes the most sense for your riding style, give the guys at Jensen a call. They can point you in the right direction. Let me know what I forgot in my pack in the comments below. And if you have some rad footage of yourself sending it huge while wearing a backpack, be sure to hashtag Backpack Slayer so that I can see it. If you like this video, click that subscribe button below, and don't forget, slay it with a backpack.